Ye is one of the best Valorant players in the world. In 2022, he won the Esports Player of the Year, beating out names like Faker and Simple. But in 2023, Ye has seen no success, and currently finds himself without a team. So how did he go from on the verge of becoming the greatest of all time in Valorant to being relegated from Tier 2? This is the story of Ye. In May 2020, Ye released a twitlonger discussing his flailing career in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, expressing his frustrations about how hard it is to climb the ranks there. No organisations at the time were willing to invest in a team that wasn't established, and with the pandemic coming into play, the situation was only getting worse. In the midst of these difficulties, a silver lining though did emerge with the imminent release of Valorant, presenting Ye and others with a golden opportunity for a fresh start. On the 17th of September, Ye joined his first organisation called Andbox, and it didn't take long for him to be noticed as a breakout talent in the Valorant world. Earning his trade as a duelist, Ye's performances on Jet started garnering attention. But Andbox struggled to match the firepower of the top tier teams. They failed to qualify twice in Challengers Stage 1, and while Stage 2 was a slight improvement, it still wasn't enough for Andbox to be considered a top team. Nonetheless, Ye continued to show his worth. For the third open qualifier, he put on a clinic against TSM in a match that went all the way to an overtime on the final map. But Andbox again failed to close it out, and once again fell just short of qualifying for Challengers. It started to become clear that Ye had outgrown this Andbox team, and needed to land somewhere that stood a better chance of winning it all. With all this developing, Envy were a team that were consistently in the mix at every big tournament, but just didn't quite have what it takes to overcome the obstacles in their way. So who better than Ye, with his trusted Jet, to bring in just the firepower they needed. On the 5th of August, Envy made it official, bringing in Ye to their team right before the Stage 3 playoffs. Ye integrated with the new squad seamlessly, with a strong debut performance against TSM. Envy were able to place top 4 to qualify for the Masters in Berlin, which would be Ye's first ever tournament on LAN. But Envy had a tough quarter-final matchup against Sentinels, winners of the previous major. All eyes were now on Ye to prove his mettle on the biggest stage.
Kindle the complete picture of fire. Oh, Ye's still alive. He knows where you're at as well, Zoms. That frenzy. Zoms is posted on this one. He's checking. Close!
No way, Ye.
Yay! What a way to start it for Envy. It's the flash though, so does Victor. Now there's problems. One left, one right. What can Victor do in this? They're bounding around.
No way!
Oh, Victor! TenZ, they're all looking for it. No opportunities being found. It's traded out again. Ye's there. It's all on ShahZaM, and it's over. It's done with. They say when you come for the king, you best not miss. And Envy, they didn't.
In a stunning upset at the time, Envy emerged victorious with a decisive 2-0 win, advancing to the next round. And Envy did not let their foot off the gas. They took down another North American team in 100 Thieves, sending Ye to his first ever offline tournament final. It was Envy versus Gambit in the final of this one, and Ye looking to cap off an unforgettable debut.
Nats now swings it, Ye denies it. And a 1v2, ults come online, the flash still knows he's in towards headshot, but he finds Dephh. He's gone again. Oh, Ye, he's switched to the other side. What does ShahZaM do? Now, and Ye is going to he's made a miss, he's made a fumble, but he's still got a chance of this. He's trying to buy the time, Ye!
No way.
It looked like so good against like Sentinels. Yay, still looking good. Oh, Nats, what are you going to do about this though? Okay, that's the plan. Okay, forces him off, and the spam comes in. He goes right back out.
No way.
Yay, what can you do? The right click. Nats, he's just doing the dance.
What am I watching?
The frag.
What am I watching?
But it's going to be FNS to find ShahZaM trade for Nats, and now it's just down to FNS in a 1v2. Nats claims it, and Gambit walk away, winning the map. Nearby, Crashies, do you have some magic for us here? Because you're going to need a bit, and maybe, just maybe he does, but one more! ShahZaM breaks the heart. In the prior round is just around this corner, but the timing, oh my god, no! Yeah, he's made a meal of it. It's all going to pieces. No way! In the final moments, has just shone so brightly. They are blinded by the lights. Gambit are the Valorant Masters champions.
But Gambit proved too strong for Envy in this battle and became Masters 3 champions. But it was evident that success would soon be for this team well within reach. Envy were one of the big favourites to win the entire thing, the VCT Champions, the first $1 million event in Valorant history. North America's hopes for the World Championship were riding on Ye and Envy, but on day one, disaster struck immediately. Ye's teammate Victor received the devastating news of testing positive for COVID-19, leaving him isolated and unable to compete alongside the team. To make matters even worse, Ye's clothes got stolen and he also had food poisoning to boot. Under such devastating circumstances, Envy crashed out in a disappointing 12th place finish. The ending of 2021 was cursed for Ye, but 2022 began with some interesting changes. Envy was now officially rebranded to OpTic Gaming following their recent merger, an iconic organisation competing in multiple esports. There was also a shuffle in the agent department, with the arrival of Chamber into the meta. After playing Jett for the majority of his games, Ye was now rotating between the two, but Chamber was becoming the preferred operator agent. This begged the question, could Ye be just as good on Chamber, or maybe even better? At the first major of the season in Reykjavik, OpTic Gaming set their sights on bringing home the championship. But it began with the worst possible start.
Falls gets 3! Finette's left alone! And it happens! The green wall shows its cracks as the North American representatives fall.
Upset in their very first game by Xerxia, the Thailand-based team. But they quickly bounced back with a win against True Esports, setting up a rematch with Xerxia for a spot in bracket play.
No respect at all to the utility, and Ye still held, as Cruz now presented the undesirable to walk on into the loving arms as OpTic make it to 12 towards long, and it's still looking messy! Oh, no way does it happen like this! Heartbreak for Xerxia!
OpTic scored revenge this time with an emphatic 2-0 victory, providing much needed momentum for the team to succeed going into the bracket. They found themselves in the winners final, up against Brazilian team Loud, and the beginning of an epic rivalry.
Now looks to try and take that space even further. He's just farming up kills. Another to his name. Victor has just given them the 12th, and whoa, let's move on to the next map. It's done.
OpTic took map 1 comfortably, and seemed to be on the brink of securing a spot in the grand final. But despite starting off hot, their performance fizzled out, allowing Loud to snatch victory from their grasp. But OpTic maintained their composure and took down Zeta Division in their following game to make their second major grand final.
At least get a step forward. That's gorgeous work from Aspas towards Mark. Ye still stands, and Ye delivering again and again. That's guard duty gonna get one. He's not stopping. Ye is not stopping. Come hell or high water, El Diablo will always be dangerous. Put him on his own here, but he's gonna get back in. It's a 2-for-1 discount, and Ye doesn't need any help. Tags would be great now for it. Ye though. Oh, Ye! Big players make big plays in big games, and he just did. Still finds 3 in this post plant. Ye's there, and Ye is the one to shut down the account. OpTic, he has to be. Oh, Ye! Get out of here! This guy's a god. Didn't note anyone towards double doors. Ye! No way! Marved as well. And El Pancada. Tournament life in your hands. OpTic on the verge, and it's all but over. It's all but done. OpTic Gaming build their legacy brick by brick.
Ye had done it, finally tasting victory in a major tournament. The introduction of Chamber to the meta provided the perfect canvas for showcasing his exceptional operator skills as he secured the #1 KD of the entire event. Undisputedly, his teammates deserve credit for crafting a system under which Ye could thrive, but the Starman was landing shots better than anybody else in the world at the time. With this win, Ye had officially established himself as one of the elite players in the world of Valorant. However, what he accomplished in the subsequent months elevated him even further, making a compelling case for being regarded as the #1 player in the game. For the second year running, the OpTic Gaming roster were in a good spot to win champs. As the tournament unfolded, the path to the grand final became clear, and history repeated itself, with OpTic facing off against a similar foe, Loud, in the winners final.
They'll rotate, but Aspas has kept the control! Aspas alone wins this round for Loud. 4 kills
to try and clutch this out, but Aspas has had enough. A knife needed to be connected, but instead it's less to put them down. Loud dominate OpTic.
And once again, Loud knocked OpTic down to the losers bracket, this time without dropping a map. But Ye took matters into his own hands, delivering his second MVP series of the tournament to get his team over the line.
3 health, and it comes down to just the reactions! And Ye on top once more! The chamber diff manifesting itself! Deep into short, battle about to take place, Mako wins it, but Ye! Collateral at play from carving their rightful spot in the grand finals, and there it is!
But it was going to take something otherworldly if they wanted to take down Loud.
And do they turn? Do they look?
Oh
He's
my
got
God.
3 players! Oh my word, it's Ye!
You've got to be kidding me.
He's just standing in the open, taking the fight! And Loud take the round, 15 to 13! None of us saw it at the start of this round. Aspas though, good for 1.
Oh my God.
Good for 2! And now just the 1v1. And the correct guess. Victor, none the wiser, forced to pull the trigger! Aspas! Did he note the one close through Garage? He absolutely has! And with 40 HP, he's done the unthinkable! He's taken them to 12! The last man standing, FNS, and after so much time, so many years of heartbreak,
Ultimately, Loud were on a different level all weekend, and were able to get revenge from Reykjavik to claim glory. It was a heartbreaking loss for Ye, but OpTic's consistency throughout the season was commendable, and all signs pointed towards more success in 2023. But little did he know at the time that would be the last match that OpTic Gaming would play together. Rumours have circulated that the internal team dynamics in OpTic were far from perfect following the 2022 season, but there was a bigger meteor about to strike. Riot Games transitioned the VCT to a closed-style system, technically not a franchise model, but a partner model, and OpTic Gaming were shockingly not one of the teams selected to participate. With this, the team was forced to split up, and while it was possible for Ye to follow his teammate onto NRG, he took up a supposedly mega contract offer from Cloud9 for the 2023 season. And as the year came to a close, Ye won the Best Esports Athlete of 2022 award presented by the Game Awards.
And the game award goes to... Yay!
Ye's first ever VCT game for Cloud9 came at the lock-in tournament in Sao Paulo, up against Paper X.
The last 2 quarters, I suppose, have been very one-sided. Ye again delivering the opening blow, and he is hunting down another. He's just too quick.
Nine have destroyed Paper X, sent them home packing.
In the end, an impressively comfortable victory for Cloud9, but they would later fall at the hands of DRX to exit this single elimination tournament. It was clear that Ye and the team needed more time to build chemistry before the regular season arrived. But in a mega shock to the community, Ye and in-game leader Vanity were dropped from Cloud9 just 1 week before the start of the season. Cloud9 explains that role issues were the reason behind the changes, but the big rumour circulating at the time and to this day is that financial reasons played a part. Nevertheless, the community was dumbfounded by the decision. Riot's roster rules forbade teams making changes throughout the stretch of the regular season, and with only one split of play, 1 Masters, 1 Champions, Ye would be forced to sit out the entire year of Tier 1 action. Wanting though to keep his eye in and still play competitive Valorant, Ye took a surprise opportunity on DSG, disguised Toast's organisation competing in Tier 2. With big expectations, their goal was to make it deep in challenges, earn qualification to Ascension, and then win Ascension and be promoted to Tier 1. Unfortunately though, none of this came to fruition, and in fact it was the complete opposite. DSG floundered early on, and Ye was catching heat for not putting up the numbers that he used to on OpTic. Some said he was a chamber merchant, others said he'd fallen off and he was now washed. The reality is, Valorant isn't just a one-man game. But Ye was making his fair share of mistakes on DSG, and many fans expected much more against, frankly, Tier 2 opposition. Swapping Steel for Exalt into the second part of the VCL, DSG then went winless, much to the dismay of Disguised Toast, and were relegated into the abyss. For the best player in the world to go winless against semi-professional players was something nobody predicted. After months of radio silence, Ye returned to streaming to explain his mistake of joining DSG, emphasizing that he couldn't win all on his own. While Ye's stock among teams and fans had undoubtedly taken a dip during a disastrous 2023, he does remain in top tier discussions to return to tier 1. And with Chamber slowly creeping back into the meta, the rise again phase of Ye's story may just be around the corner. Whether he will secure a spot for 2024 remains uncertain, but there's no denying that fans deeply miss the electrifying entertainment he consistently delivered on the map.